bye week is over, and here we are in week 8 against Chicago. Coming off a loss to the Super Bowl champion Buffalo Bills, the Redskins come into the game 4-2. First possession for the Bears on 2nd and 5. Brandon Marshall across the middle. Jake Locker would have the game of his career. 3rd and 2 later in the game. Matt Forte up the gut. Big time rush for about 8 there, and Forte would seem to average about 8 yards per carry. Big sack here by Ryan Kerrigan early in the first quarter. However, Locker puts something together on 2nd and 18, and he finds Brandon Marshall, who stumbles for a first down on 2nd and way long. However, they are held up to a field goal. The defense holds tight, and Chicago forced to kick 3. Griffin on his first possession, his first throw of the game, coming off one of the worst games of his career, finds Jackson in the play action there. However, Morris shut down early, and that would tell the story for the run game for Goris today. Next possession, though, Brandon Marshall again across the middle, first down. Locker perfect for a 4. 1st and 10, next play. Play action, Jake Locker goes to the flats, to the tight end. That's a 9-yard gain later in the drive. 2nd and 12 to start the second quarter. Locker back in the single back, and he finds his tight end, Martellus Bennett. That's a first and a whole lot more. And on 1st and goal, with no issue, Jonathan Dwyer rolls into the end zone for a touchdown. 10-0. Griffin trying to put something together. Here's Garcon up the sideline on that wide receiver screen. 3rd and 4 later in the same drive. Griffin cannot get it to Pierre Garcon. That's a turnover off the punt. 3rd and 2 on the next Bears possession. No trouble for Forte as he breaks it out to the right. Midway through the second quarter, that's a long Bears touchdown. They lead 17-0. 2nd and 7 while the Redskins try to do something with it. Griffin across the middle, and Garcon is stopped short of the first, so we'll have a 3rd and 1. Davius Belton in the slot. Looks to be a trick play, a handoff. The safety comes up. That's going to be an easy touchdown over the top for Andre Roberts, who was in the slot. The Redskins trying to show some life here, 7-17 now. Late in the first half we go. Little over 2 minutes to play on 3rd and 4. Locker back to pass across the middle. Nobody's guarding Alshon Jeffrey. That's a first down. 2nd and 8, 1 minute and 30 left in the half. 2nd and 8, it's Forte on the catch. That's a first down off that pass. 3rd and 5 now. Under 30 seconds to play. Locker across the middle. Don't know how he caught that, but he did. And on 2nd and 6, Locker nearly intercepted. That would have been big for the Skins. They kick the field goal at the end of the half, giving them a 13-point lead, and that puts us to the second half after the Redskins kneel. So the Redskins take over to start the second half now. Griffin across the middle, he finds Davius Belton. That's a big gainer, and Griffin still throwing on target after the terrible game against Buffalo last week. Morris gets some help from the linebacker, and he breaks it outside. That would be by far the biggest run of the day, and that would be the end of Morris's day, at least yardage-wise. He didn't pick up any more after that. Griffin looking like he's trying to get a SportsCenter top 10, but he's thrown to the ground after dodging 1 sack, 2 sacks. It's Jennings finally. 3rd and 14 now late in the play clock. Griffin, again, CB's great defense. Nowhere to go, and he just throws it, and it's knocked out of his hand. That'll be 4th down. They'll have to kick another field goal. However, that does cut the Bears' lead to 10. And the 4-2 Washington Redskins trail in this one as the Bears take over. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. On the 44-yard line, Locker back to pass. First down again. The yak for Brandon Marshall is getting out of hand. 3rd and 12. Bears still up 10. Big play for Washington. And somehow, Locker, it's Bennett. That's a first down. The Redskins cannot stop the Bears on 3rd down until there. Dwyer can't get to the marker, and the Bears are forced to kick a field goal. So they will line it up to make it a 13-point game. Dysert with the hold. The kick is good, and the Skins trail by 2 touchdowns. Frank Gore This is kind of a display of the day he had. Ended with -5 yards on the day. The worst game, obviously, of his Redskins career. Morris tries to put something together here. He catches a big one for about 13 yards. And on 3rd and 1, the very next play to end the third quarter, Griffin nowhere to go. He's sacked. They'll have to punt. Later in the Bears drive, 3rd and 1, play action to Forte. In the flats, nobody's going to guard him. That's a first down and a whole lot more. Locker still on point. 2nd and 7 later in the drive. It's Dwyer. Big first down on the juke move. However, they're held to another field goal. The bend don't break defense is working for the Skins today, but the offense isn't there. It's 26-10. Bears up 16 points as we go to the fourth quarter. Garcon trying to put something together. That's a first down after the Griffin to Garcon pass. Griffin would go on a tear from here with 6 minutes left in the game. He starts slinging it around the field, gets a first down to Davius Belton there. 2nd and 10 now, 5 to play in the game. Another pass to Belton. 2 plays later, 3rd and 4, another first down. This one to Andre Roberts. Griffin, he's on a tear. 3rd and 5, big play. Griffin makes a mistake, should have kept it on the read option. However, he gives it to Gore. You can see the stats there just below the scoreboard. Frank Gore had a lot of trouble getting away from this Bears defense today. You can't hardly blame him. The box was stacked against the Redskins nearly the entire game. And on 4th and 8, this will be the biggest play of the Redskins game. They'll need this to stay alive. Griffin gonna scramble. No, he finds Garcon, and Garcon cannot get enough. That'll be a turnover on downs despite the good accuracy from Robert Griffin. They are held to only a 30-second drive, though, and the Skins get it back 10-26. On first down, deep pass. Not quite, as Griffin can't hook it up. And on 4th down, the last hope, Belton drops the pass, which could have been a touchdown. And after a couple runs by the Bears, this game is over. Final score 10-26. The Redskins, after their 4-1 start, are on a crazy downward spiral. Next week, the New Orleans Saints.